Hello and welcome to a video on straight line graphs. So I've given the equation up the top here, y is equal to 3x plus 1. So what we're going to do now is just to put a table of values together. Let's say -1, 0 and 1. And we're going to plug these numbers into this equation to see what it spits out. So when it's -1, this will give us -2. When x equals 0, that gives us 1. And then when x equals 1, that gives us 4. So that gives us the coordinates then. Let's write these out. We would have -1, -2. We would have 0 and 1. And we would have 1 and 4. So the first number you might remember from previous videos is on the x line, the x coordinate, and the second number is on the y coordinate. So let's plot these now. So when we have x equals -1, let's come back to -1 here. We have y equals -2. So let's just plot that there. That's not as neat as I'd like it to be. When we have x equals 0, we have y equals 1. So let's plot that there. Again, not very neat, I do apologise. And then when we have x equals 1, we have y equals 4. So we come along here to find x equals 1, then we go up to y equals 4. So what we can do now is we can draw a line through. And again, I'm not the best drawer, but hopefully that does something a bit neater for us. So that would be our straight line graph here. Next is just to look at this equation again. And if you remember from the previous video, we said that it takes the form of y equals mx plus b or c, depending on what you're taught and where you are, where m is the gradient and b is the y-intercept. So hopefully you can see here that the y-intercept of +1 actually matches up to the line we've drawn, which it does, and we're happy with that. So that's where the line crosses the y-axis. Then we've got the gradient of 3. So let's test that. We can say that the run is 1 unit, and then the rise is 3 units. And then, so we would say gradient is equal to rise over run, which is 3 over 1, which is equal to 3. So the gradient is 3. We're happy with that. If we wanted to find the x-intercept, we would have to make y equal to 0. So in this case, it would be 0 is equal to 3x plus 1, which gives us 3x equals -1, because we've put that 1 to the other side. And that would give us x is equal to -1/3. So we can test this out a little bit here. If we say that y is equal to 0, so at this point here, what is the value of x? And we're saying it's -1/3. So we're happy that it crosses over the x-axis in a negative, on the negative side. And I'm hoping that kind of looks like a third. -1/3 in terms of distance. The line isn't necessarily perfect, but I think it looks pretty good and pretty much does the job for what we need it to do. Okay, so that is a little video on a straight line graph. We found some coordinates, we plotted them, we tested out to see whether that equation actually matched what we produced, which it does. We're happy with that. And that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.